Hey there, boys and girls. Today we're going to be doing the Scorn of the Gilgamesh trial. I'm really excited about this one because when the first Gilgamesh came out, I wasn't playing the game, so it's cool to beat Gilgamesh when he's current content. For this one, we need to use no more than 3 items, deal Ice, Lightning, and Dark damage 2 times or more, use 8 or more Limit Burst, which is really the hardest part of this. We're going to be taking CG Lid for my breaker. Kryla isn't very good for this. I don't have Lauren. I don't have Machina, so Lid it is. I've got her set up for 12 LB per turn, and then LB fill stuff after that. Wilhelm's going to be our physical cover tank. 100% evade, what spirit you could get. Nicole's going to be our healer and buffer. He's really important for this fight. I really feel like Nicole's, like, aside from Cid, the best character for this fight. I'm using Seabreeze Dark Fina to seal Gilgamesh's attacks, and then she's going to provide a water chain with Nicole at the end to finish off Gilgamesh. This is my Cid. I put as much damage on there as I could. I've got Maneater Plus, and I'm on Diablos for more man-eating. And we're going to be taking ASM Cid. It's geared similar to mine. A little bit better, of course. But without further ado, Gilgamesh. This one gave me a few problems. Woke up too late to start on it early in the morning, so I had to go to work and all that good stuff, and finally got something going on towards the end of the night. I really like this way of clearing this trial because with all this support, it's very tanky. It's really hard for you to die. If you don't have the Summer Whip, there's other ways you can seal the attack. Some attacks are more important to seal than others, but since I had Summer Whip, I figured I'd go ahead and use it. We're going to go ahead and use... we'll defend with my Cid. We'll use his Cid to dispel the boss because Gilgamesh starts out with a full buff on himself. So we'll dispel that off, and we'll defend with the other one. We'll get Rainbow Whip ready to seal elements, and we will use Super Analyze, and then with Nicole, we're going to use Barrier Stance and a Resistance buff to light and dark. That's pretty much what Gilgamesh does, above 80%, so that's why I really like Nicole for this. Yeah, don't really need a Libra on this guy. He's got lots of hit points. So some of the physical stuff he does, and then he has an AoE attack that hits everybody, and it kind of lags my computer a little bit too. Apologies. Gilgamesh is too strong. So basically what we're going to do with our characters is we're going to rotate Nicole's heal over time buff and his damage shield and his resistance buff. We're going to rotate physical cover, provoke, limit burst with Wilhelm. We're going to use Lid's LB as often as possible. We're going to seal with the Rainbow Whip. And then we're just going to defend with the Cids, unless they have a limit burst ready. So we'll go ahead and do that. We don't have, well, we shouldn't have Lid's limit burst ready. Just make sure. Go ahead and taunt with Wilhelm. And then we'll double cast Soulful Stance. And Wilhelm does it, but just in case it doesn't go off, I want to use the LB fill stuff right here. Like I said, Lid didn't fill this turn, which is no problem whatsoever. We'll just use the attack of magic breaks. That way, just in case something terrible happens in the world, we've got some form of breaks on the boss. Alright. Use all the particle effects in the game. He's going to do pretty much the same attack. Lord have mercy. Alright, he's finally done with all his shenanigans. And that's why I really like Wilhelm for this fight. Like, he has so many, he generates so many LB crystals. Really, really handy. Right here, if you're concerned about survivability, don't use Lid's LB. You can hold it because the next turn you're going to dispel the boss. I'm going to go ahead and use it just to show you why this tanky team is a good idea. Even though we're not going to have our LB break on Gilgamesh, he's still not going to really bother us that much. So we'll go ahead and use our LB and Wilhelm's LB. That off. I'm going to write that down so we know what we're doing. And we'll have Nicole do damage reduction, ice and dark resist again. Don't really have anything to do with these guys, so we'll just defend down. Now, on the third turn, 3-6, 9, 12, etc., etc., he does more damage. He's got this flower petal attack. It really hurts. And yet another reason why Wilhelm is very nice for this one is his LB pretty much lines up on turn 3 every time. So you've got that damage reduction right there. Keep your guys alive, which is very, very nice. And we should get some SIDs filled up with their LBs right here too. And right there, that particle effect, that swirly, psychedelic yellow stuff, whenever you see that, that's your cue that you need to dispel Gilgamesh and apply breaks onto him again. And like I said, if Lid fills up, good for her. If not, that's fine too. We're going to use... we'll use this one to dispel. And then we'll just dual cast these breaks, attack and magic. So, and then we'll use this Sid's limit burst. We'll go ahead and I want to hold on to Nicole's limit burst. So we use Soulful Stance and Impregnable Stance. Like I said, we're just going to rotate these. And then we're going to go back to physical cover. And then we'll reload and use the Rainbow Whip again. That was our third LB. That's kind of the thing about Lid. You know, she's very reliant on getting her LB every 2 turns. If it don't work out, you know, she's not as effective as other breakers. Other breakers are more convenient to use. You know, it's no big deal. As you can see here, we're going to survive this, no worries. But we will take considerably more damage here. You see, they got my SIDs to half hit points right there. Crystals. Possessed man. Alright, we'll use this Sid's limit burst. We'll defend with this Sid. We'll use Lid's limit burst. That's 2 more. Should be 5. We will provoke with Wilhelm. And we'll get CG Nicole to use resistances. I mean, you can use his limit burst, you can use your cooldowns here. It really doesn't matter. You know, all you're doing is basically killing time. Just filling up LBs. I like to have his LB available for when the SIDs get ready to take off. That's why I kind of hold on to it a little bit more. You know, like I said, we've got 5 down. It's turn 5. We need 3 more by turn 10. So, yeah, we're really good in the LB department. Oh, the lag. Gilgamesh has so many freaking arms, like he's flailing them around like a crazy man. lagging your computer. Alrighty, we'll get counters for days. We'll hold off on Lid's Limit Burst this time. We'll use the attack and magic. We will use Wilhelm's Limit Burst. We'll go ahead. Yeah, it really don't matter. Damage reduction. Do we have the big cooldown up? If we barrier stance. Barrier stance ain't up yet. That's fine. We'll use the light and dark damage reduction. Bada boom. We'll defend these two guys. Then we'll just use the summer whip again. We used another LB there. That was what? 1, 2, 3. We got 6. 6 on turn 6. This is the one where you're going to get the flower petal damage. What's it called? Genji Blade? Is it called Genji Blade? Yep. That Wilhelm is so good here. Alright, there's your cue that you're going to need to remove the buffs. Get some counters. This is going to work out real good. Because we've got one Cid that can use an LB. Lid's ready to use her LB. Alright, let's see here. Go ahead and dispel. Use this LB. We'll go back into our rotation of cover. We'll go ahead and use Nicole's LB here. So now we're LB'd out. And we're going to start on turn 8, setting ourselves up to do damage to the boss and ultimately kill him. Genji bow. He don't even have a bow in his hand. He's got like sword, and there's a sword in the back. He's got a sword there. That might be an axe. Another sword. That's an axe. Yeah, that big one's an axe right there. You don't even have a damn. Come on, game. All right, get some counters out of the way. Alright, right here is where we're going to get ready to do damage. We're going to use both Cid's cooldowns. And then we're going to get Nicole to imbue water to this Cid. What did we do last time? We need to provoke. I always just forget when these things go on for a long time. We'll use the rainbow whip. Nothing really to do with Lid here. I mean, you can summon Lakshmi, Defender, don't matter. He's going to do some things. Incoming things. As long as your Cids don't die right here, you're good to go. Taking damage slowly. Yeesh. Alright, when Wilhelm gets done beating the hell out of Gilgamesh. Turn 9. Go game, come on. Okay, turn 9 is really important. We're going to use Wilhelm's LB. We're going to imbue the other bid. Here that goes off. And then, let's see here. We're going to use Seabreeze Darkfina's, whatever, however you say that ability. We're going to use that one. They're going to use Spine Shatter Dive 0. True Spine Shatter Dive 0. Go ahead and use Lid's LB here. Get it out of the way. We've got all the LBs used that we need to. This turn right here, you'll take, you know, more damage because you didn't seal the attacks. But with Wilhelm's LB, you should be fine. And that's why we put all the spirit and stuff on these other characters. You know, it's for this moment right here. There's the flower petal attack. We don't need to remove the brakes because we're going to drop him right here. If for some reason you didn't feel your LBs by now, you can keep on going till turn 15. Just repeat the same steps over again, and on turn 15, kill the boss. You know, I don't see how you couldn't fill LBs up. I quit counting. We already had enough. We're going to get a little black magic. We're going to get a couple of floods ready on these two. Flood times 2. And here you go. Here's some more LBs. There's 2 more LBs. And then we'll get our chainers ready. Send them off. We'll start flooding Gilgamesh. Dead boss. Awesome. Grim Despair too. That's really good. I enjoyed this fight. I thought it was pretty cool. Like, I like the mechanics of it. It was funny when I was trying to figure out how to do it. Like, I didn't realize, like, on what, turn 4 you have to dispel in order to really get the brakes on him. So yeah, it was a lot tougher until I figured that out. And you know, as always, if you don't have some of the units that I use, I'm sure Sinzar's going to do like 15 clears on this thing. This will be my only clear. I want to move on to the Warden 10-man trial fight next. I'll link whichever clear of Sinzar's that I thought that I like the best in my comments. I'll probably be it'll be in the morning before I get the item list for this one because I got to go to bed. I'm tired. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope Gilgamesh. I hope you can kill Gilgamesh too. Get those good rewards. Toodaloo.